Hi, my name is Esmeralda Rangel, and I am doing an observation and feedback session.
Hi, I'm Miss Khan, and I'm a dual language third grade teacher.
Okay, so the last time we met when we were doing lesson planning, we talked about um, incorporating an activity to let the kids go up to the screen and participate. Um, and we talked about how kids learning from each other helps. So how has this been successful? And I did see you doing it when I came to observe you the other day. How has student sharing out been successful?
It's been very successful because when my kids, the high ones, go to the board and explain in their own language, my kids that they are in a low level, they are able to understand better.
Okay, that's good. That's great. I'm glad it worked.
Yeah.
So I came in Monday at 10 and you had your morning group and y'all were doing your poetry lesson. And there was a poem named Autumn, right? And I came in when the kids were writing down, and then you had a student get up and go to the board and share out her findings. And then the other kids copy down what she, like the kids that did not have anything on their paper, they copied down what she had on the board. What do you think went well in the lesson? Like what went good?
Well, in this case, we were identify all the structure of the poetry, and we were able to identify the feelings that the author wanted to express in the poem. And I think my kids getting it in this case.
What do you think was like a challenge during the poetry lesson? Because I did see you walking around and I could hear you from far away, like you were telling kids certain things, like answering the questions. And then I saw the resource teacher helping his group. What do you think was a challenge that you noticed while you were monitoring?
Well, I think we were having troubles to identify the author's purpose in this poem. Sometimes my kids they are having also troubles identify the author's purpose in another activities, and especially in this one when it's poetry they are having troubles.
Okay, so author's purpose in like in nonfiction, author's purpose in
Yes.
poetry. Oh, okay, okay. So that can be something we can work on. We can create some lessons for author's purpose if you want. But today we're gonna focus on author's purpose, but I have it on my list of things that we can work on when we meet. Um, so when I was observing, I noticed a lot of things, right? I noticed that you were monitoring, which is always great. I also noticed that every kid had a piece of paper in front of them, which is great because they should. You talk, they write, or another student talks and they write. I also noticed that you had great classroom management. You would say to get the attention of the students, you were like peanut butter, and they were like jelly, and then the whole room was quiet. That was a good one. And then the next one that you did was eyes on me, and then the kids were like eyes on you, and you had their attention. The engagement was there. Um, I also saw uh, one of the girls, I think her name's Mila, she was talking to her table. So you were here with a group with kids, working with them. I'm assuming that they were having a hard time. And then the research teacher was working with the middle table. And then this one table, this one little girl, she was like instructing the other kids, which is always great, that peer learning. Um, but I also noticed that she was giving the answers to Sophia, the other student in the table, and Sophia was like, "Oh, what's going on? What do I write in this box?" So you had that chart for them to write, what was going on in the poem. But in that situation, Mila gave her the answers. Um, so, and I did see you come over there and tell them something. I didn't hear you, but I'm pretty sure you were trying to help Sophia out. Um, what do you think an action step would be for this type? So you had Mila here raising her hand and sharing out. and then you had another table where you were helping them, and then the resource teacher was helping the other table. What do you think would be a great, like a good action step do with the poetry lesson where when kids get stuck, you know, when they're like,
Well, I think in this case, I will try to reteach them table by table. For example, in this case, the outdoors purpose. If they didn't get it, we will try to review it together. But for me to try to reteach them for each table to see if they get it.
okay, so you'll go around and check for comprehension. So also, so you had Mila participate both times. So the first time she went up, she wrote her notes, and the second time she answered the question. Addressing that, what action step do you think we should take? Because Mila was eager to participate. She like kept like raising her hand, and I mean it's tempting to call on her because she was like, ooh, 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 you know, raising her hand. What do you think the action step should be there? Because I saw her participate, and then I saw another little girl participate, but then you went back to Mila.
Yes, because I'm having trouble with, I have these kids that they are really high and other kids that they are low. But I think I should wait more time for them to process everything and try to think about the answers to see if they want to participate, because I can keep having the same kids to participate. Like you see, it's Mila all the time and Katya, I think.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. I think your step should be wait time. Um, Sometimes when we wait, we let the other kids have an opportunity to finish. Everybody works at different like speeds, you know, like some of them work really quick, some of them need that help, like, or the prompting, or they just need time. I know when I teach and I have kids that work on different levels, I let the other kids go on to the next activity while I'm helping the ones that haven't internalized. Then when we share out, we go back to the previous action. So I agree with you. I think working on our wait times. I also, what I did, I went ahead and found a video. And the video is a video to address wait time. I know sometimes it's tempting to go ahead and go on, to, you know, so we can finish our lessons. But in this situation, I think if the other kids had a little bit more time, and then we could let like the Milas and the Katyas go on and do the rest of the chart, you know, just let them go on and do that, and let the ones that are having a hard time sit there and internalize. I think you'll get better participation. We're gonna watch this video. It's from Uncommon Schools and it's just a short little video. And it's a teacher how
achieve better results, make it great.
And it's a teacher modeling how to wait. At the beginning when I started teaching, I struggled with this wait time, but I've gotten better about it. Like I want everyone to participate.
Yeah.
But it's pretty close. What is it most similar to? You go back and use your notes if you need to. I'll give you some think time. Good job going back and using your notes. Leon Dion, go ahead. Check in, please. What genre is this most similar to? I'm sorry? You are absolutely right.
So one of the things that I noticed here, you see how the kids in the front,
We're the first one to.
they were the first ones to raise their hand, but she called on them. She waited.
So now, we're going to learn a new word, communicate.
This is Sultana Mohammed.
When
The
you
class is reading about penguin.
Okay, sorry. She called the kids in the back. And she waited and waited and waited. She waited for them to participate.
Okay.
Sorry. Oh, and then you know what other thing I noticed in the video that I was amazed. I mean, these kids are older than our kids in elementary. I think they're probably like 6th, 7th grade, but they all tracked the speaker. Did you see that? Like they all turned around to look at who was talking.
Yes.
Teacher has like clear expectations of her kids. Like they know exactly whoever's talking, we turn around and look at them. But I like that she waited. I like that she didn't call on the kids at the front. She called to the kids that were towards the back. And that, like that, the kids know, okay, or she's gonna call me regardless. She's gonna wait for me to do it. And I think just working on those wait times will help the other kids participate. Like you said, the high kids participate, the low kids don't participate. So next time that I come in there, Ms. Rincon, I'm gonna look for the wait time. I'm gonna look for you to wait and see if the kids are participating. And then we'll go from there. We'll see if that helps the rest of the kids participate. Did you have any questions about the wait time?
No, no for now. I can tell you later.
Okay, all right. So that's the action plan we'll have. And then when's the next time you want me, like when is the next time available that you would want me to come observe you? So I know you introduce a poem on Mondays, right?
Yeah, we have a new poem on Monday. We're gonna start to identify the number lines and stanzas with the new poem.
Okay,
You
so
can come by
do that.
around 10.
All right. So what day do you do the author's purpose? Because I know you split the days.
Thursday.
Thursday. All right. So then I'll come in Thursday around the same time that I came in last time. I know you have specials at 9, right?
Yes.
Then I'll come in after your special. So I can observe the poem. Well, thank you. Thank you for participating.
Thank you for the feedback.